have new orders that require me to go dark for at least a year, maybe more. A special assignment in an undisclosed location.
What happens when love blossoms on the edge of an abyss? The Gorge, 2025, dares to fuse high-octane action, eerie horror, and forbidden romance in a breathtaking sci-fi spectacle.
Are you presently under any private or military contract?
No, there's not a lot of reasons for me right now.
What if I gave you a reason?
As two rival snipers guard a mysterious chasm teeming with unspeakable horrors, their duty collides with desire, forcing them to question everything they've been ordered to protect. With stunning visuals, heart-pounding suspense, and a love story built on the brink of destruction, The Gorge is a cinematic experience that refuses to be confined to just one genre. It combines elements of action, horror, science fiction, and romance. Directed by Scott Derrickson and written by Zach Dean, the movie features a compelling cast led by Miles Teller as Levi Kane, Anya Taylor-Joy as Drasa, and Sigourney Weaver as Bartholomew, alongside Soap Dirisu as JD and William Houston as Ericus.
There she is, West Tower Observation Post. Your home for the next 365 days. There is no outside communication here.
With a runtime of 127 minutes, The Gorge was released on February 14, 2025, and is available for streaming on Apple TV+. The film presents itself as an intriguing hybrid, one that combines adrenaline-fueled action sequences with romance-driven character development, all while maintaining an eerie sci-fi horror atmosphere. However, while the premise is undeniably compelling, the execution proves to be a mix of both brilliance and missteps, making The Gorge a film that oscillates between gripping and frustrating.
What's the truth about this place? What's the truth about the Gorge?
Plot summary. The story follows Levi Kane, Miles Teller, and Drasa, Anya Taylor-Joy, two elite snipers from rival world powers stationed on opposite ends of a massive, enigmatic gorge in an undisclosed location. Their classified mission is to guard this abyss and prevent any entities from emerging. With minimal communication allowed, the two develop an unconventional romance through gestures, shared music, and clandestine signals across the divide. However, their personal connection is soon overshadowed by the emergence of monstrous entities known as the Hollow Men, which forces them to question the true nature of their assignment. As they uncover disturbing truths about their mission and its hidden purpose, Levi and Drasa must decide where their true loyalties lie, whether to their respective governments or to each other.
What's that on the other side?
That is East Tower. Contact with the other side is strictly forbidden.
So what's the mission? To keep people from going in the Gorge?
No. You need to stop what's in the Gorge.
Character development. Levi Kane. Levi is portrayed as a disciplined and battle-hardened soldier who follows orders without question. His character arc revolves around his internal conflict, balancing his unwavering sense of duty with his growing emotions for Drasa. Miles Teller delivers a commendable performance, effectively capturing the nuances of a man torn between responsibility and personal desire. Drasa. Drasa contrasts Levi with her free-spirited, rebellious nature. While she too is bound by military obligations, she copes with isolation through humor, music, and a more humanized approach to her surroundings. Anya Taylor-Joy brings her signature intensity and charm to the role, but the script occasionally limits the depth of her character, making some of her interactions feel underdeveloped. Bartholomew. Sigourney Weaver plays Bartholomew, a high-ranking official who serves as Levi's superior. Her enigmatic presence adds layers of intrigue, though her character's motivations remain frustratingly vague for much of the film.
From coming out.
What the hell is that?
The Gorge is the door to hell. And we're standing guard at the gate.
Visual and technical aspects. Visually, The Gorge is stunning. Cinematographer Dan Laustsen, known for The Shape of Water and John Wick, Chapter 3, captures the eerie, isolated environment of the Gorge with a masterful balance of beauty and menace. The film's landscapes and confined military bunkers heighten the sense of loneliness, amplifying the psychological toll on the protagonists. The creature design for the Hollow Men is another highlight. These beings are grotesque and otherworldly, blending practical effects with CGI to create an unsettling presence. However, in some action sequences, the overuse of digital effects results in a lack of tangible weight, diminishing the horror elements that the film initially sets up. Musical score. Composers Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross deliver an eerie and immersive score that perfectly aligns with the film's shifting tones. The music enhances the romance, tension, and horror, although there are moments where the dramatic cues feel misplaced, contributing to the movie's uneven pacing. Critical reception. The Gorge has received mixed reactions from both critics and audiences. Brian Tallarico of RogerEbert.com praised the film's action sequences and creature design, stating that it recalls some of the anarchic horror action energy that made Sam Raimi a genre star in the 80s. However, he also criticized its inconsistent pacing, noting that it takes too long in its setup and rushes its ending in a manner that's unsatisfying. The Guardian highlighted the film's shortcomings, particularly its struggle to balance romance with its horror elements. While the premise was intriguing, the review states, it falters as their relationship baseline becomes central, detracting from the more compelling monster-guarding plot. User reviews have been equally divided. User reviews have been equally divided, reflecting a mix of praise and criticism. Some viewers appreciated the film's stunning visuals, compelling performances, and unique blend of genres. On IMDb, a user described it as great scenery, good acting, some jump scares as expected, and decent special effects. The eerie atmosphere and intense action sequences also received positive feedback, with many praising the cinematography and creature design. However, others found the film lacking in narrative coherence, particularly criticizing its pacing and plot inconsistencies. A Reddit user remarked, "With plot holes the size of Wisconsin, the only words I can think of to describe this film are ridiculous and lousy." Some viewers felt the romantic subplot overshadowed the horror and action elements, making the film feel uneven. Others pointed out that the film's rushed conclusion left too many unanswered questions, diminishing its overall impact. Ultimately, The Gorge has sparked debate among audiences, with some embracing its ambitious storytelling and others frustrated by its execution. While it offers moments of brilliance in visual effects and performances, its divisive narrative structure makes it a film that will either captivate or disappoint, depending on audience expectations. Themes and analysis. The Gorge explores the profound effects of isolation, duty, and human connection through the story of Levi and Drasa, two snipers stationed on opposite sides of a mysterious abyss. Their mission, to guard against monstrous entities emerging from the chasm, keeps them physically and ideologically separated. However, despite their isolation, an unspoken bond forms between them, challenging their sense of duty. The film uses their relationship to highlight the innate human need for connection, even in desolate and high-stakes environments, raising questions about whether duty should outweigh personal longing. Beyond its emotional core, the film delves into themes of fear and control. The Gorge itself represents the unknown, a place filled with unimaginable horrors that test the characters' understanding of reality. As Levi and Drasa begin to question the true purpose of their assignment, the film critiques the power structures that manipulate individuals into blind obedience. Sigourney Weaver's character, Bartholomew, embodies this manipulation, adding layers of mystery and reinforcing the idea that those in power often keep their subordinates in the dark. Through these themes, The Gorge forces audiences to consider the consequences of following orders without question. At its heart, The Gorge is a love story set against a backdrop of impending destruction. Levi and Drasa's connection blossoms in an environment designed to keep them apart, emphasizing love's ability to thrive in even the harshest circumstances. However, the film also asks whether love alone is enough to defy fate and duty. With haunting visuals, a gripping score, and a narrative that blends horror with beauty, The Gorge presents a thought-provoking meditation on survival, sacrifice, and the lengths people will go to for connection in a world determined to keep them isolated. The Gorge is an ambitious attempt to blend multiple genres into a single narrative, but it struggles with consistency. While it delivers thrilling action sequences and strong lead performances, its reliance on clichés, uneven pacing, and underdeveloped horror elements prevent it from reaching its full potential. The romance, meant to provide depth to the story, often overshadows the film's more compelling horror and sci-fi aspects, making it feel imbalanced rather than seamlessly integrated. That being said, the film is not without merit. Its visual aesthetics, score, and creature design provide moments of genuine excitement and tension. It is an enjoyable, if imperfect, diversion, best suited for viewers looking for a mix of escapist action and romance rather than a deeply thought-provoking horror experience. With a more refined script, a better balance between its elements, and a greater emphasis on restraint rather than excess, The Gorge could have been an extraordinary film. As it stands, it remains a bold but flawed experiment in genre-blending storytelling, one that is worth watching but unlikely to leave a lasting impact.